That thing is cooking. Look at that thing go. LCFY. My goodness. That thing is crushing it. Sheesh. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Yeah, this thing needs the thrust beat. That's what it needs. It needs the thrust beat. Why is my camera not coming? There we go. There we go. Sheesh. That's a really nice push. There goes another dollar higher. Just cooking. Yeah, what an absolute look at that. $10. There's no sign of resistance at all. Sheesh. I mean, there's a bit of a supply zone at 1050, but that's about it. So, good job if you FOMO'd into this one. Should you buy it now, Danny? Come on, Danny. Come on, Danny. Come on. Anyways, so these guys had really good news. The pumpers are definitely out on this. The breakout for me right there. This was your FOMO, Danny. Right? These two circles here. That's what we were watching. Right? This spot right here. As soon as it broke and it closed on that candle right there, come on, DVL. DVL knows what to do. Lamar, come on, right? Breakout is gone. Gone skis, right? If you're asking if you should be buying now, you're playing with fire. Fire. So, yep. Love it. That would have been a perfect spot, right? But it is gone, and it's gone. I'm looking for some music here. Let's go. Let me put on some music. But yeah, congratulations if you got into this one. Alrighty. Yeah, that thing is definitely not stopping there. Yep. There we go. Perfect. Yep, sounds good. Let me zoom out really quickly. Yeah, so you can see that resistance on the left hand side. Actually, there's a lot of it, right? Like 1060-ish to 11, and then it's 1250 after that. Okay, so yeah, we are hitting resistance here. All right, so if I put a horizontal line here, like right here, right, and then I'm going to put another one at this double top right there. Seems very close, doesn't it? And then at the railroad top, and then so now let me switch to a smaller time frame, and it's already pushing for that spot, right? So levels. There we go. So those are the levels from the daily chart. But that thing is absolutely cooking. Unbelievable. Nice run. Congratulations again if you got in, right? The breakout was nice if you wanted to get into that, right? The initial alerts were also nice. So nothing that was missed, right? So 350%. It's a nice way to start the day. Hopefully we have a whole bunch of names that follow this though. You know? I think part of the reason why this ran so hard too is because everything else basically died, right? CYN was looking really good till the idiots did an offering. Can you believe that? For the second day in a row, they would do an offering. Seems silly, but anyways, your next support, you can kind of see how we're testing and holding that, right? We also said this yesterday, like every time a stock that's above $10 does an offering, there's usually a really good chance that it's going to run again. So especially if it can sell off closer to that $10 price, that's usually a good thing. Usually a very good thing. Anyways, good morning, everybody. Happy Friday. Let's make some monies. Some monies. Perfect. LCF. And then obviously the S&P hit all-time highs. I think that's very, very, very impressive. Very, very, very impressive, guys. Very, very, very impressive. Okay, perfect. There we go. Good morning, KB. Good morning, everybody. Justin, good morning. Grand Rising. River, good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Alan, good morning. Good morning, all. Happy Friday. I still kind of like BURU. That thing to me doesn't look like it's completely done yet. Alrighty, so that's something we're going to be paying attention to at the market open. There's some headlines coming out that Israel, I'm not sure if these are true, right? So there's a headline coming out saying that Israel is sending some rockets to Lebanon or something. But the markets are kind of reacting in a bit of a negative way, so maybe that is true. Who knows? But yeah. So maybe they found peace with one country, and now it's time for violence with another. I don't know. It just seems a bit, definitely true. It seems like there's one person. When you go to a fight, right? And there's this dude that's fighting one person, and then you stop the fight, and then they want to go fight somebody else. Maybe we found maybe someone's the problem. Why is one person fighting everybody else? Anyways, all just a game and we're living in it. So let's move on. 1150 here. Let's see if that thing can push to that 1250 now. Yeah. Virus, I'm not saying anything. I'm just, just here. I did not say anything. I just said, yep. Perfect. So we're still kind of playing games with this level, right? So maybe this candle will actually close above it though. Alrighty. And then again, yeah, BURU. Yeah, BURU is curling really nicely there. So you do have a bit of resistance right below that supply zone there, but let's see what happens here. Some of these other names are just kind of dead because they're doing offerings and whatnot. They're just doing silly things. BBLG is selling off. GVH is sitting at the 200 EMA, so let's see if that thing stays about 29 cents. CYN again has done another stupid offering, but it does seem to be holding above 19. So let's see if we can actually stay above that 19 into the open. Alrighty, and then LCFY is just a beast, right? An absolute beast. So there's that next level. So as soon as we close above one, it's going for the next one. My goodness. My goodness. This chart has actually performed quite well, hasn't it? Yeah. No names, only handles. See, that's a good question. I have no idea. Did YouTube do something? Like, is there an update? Yeah. Maybe there's an update. That seems a little bit silly, doesn't it? Advirus 469. Oh my days! I get to see the criminal behavior today. I get to see the criminal behavior today. I just remember. Without distractions, I'm going to your goal today. Let's go, Michelle. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. So it looks like we failed at that 1250. Let it be done, and it was done. Perfect. So that 1250 was obviously the that strong level we were looking at on the daily, right? See, yeah, yeah. Fay mixture is AK, isn't it? Oh my days, this is gonna be difficult. Uh, Michelle says AK Blazes Bomb 7565. See all these names. Evo, that's Brian, right? Brian, welcome to the community. Did you get a link or do you need me to send you one? Um, did you do you need the link, Brian? Let me know. Hi guys, my name is Blaze. Nice to meet you all. You are in Discord, Brian. Welcome. Let's go. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Um, welcome, welcome. Hello, everybody. It's nice. It's nice meeting you all for the first time. Um, I don't know any of you, so yeah. Yeah. User EU, hello, nice to meet you. Except I know this is YW, so that's going to be my saving grace. Is I know all of your pictures for the most part. So yeah. Does the algo work on the free version of TradingView? Yeah. So when the algo was made, it was made specifically for that. So if you wanted to spend on something, you could almost save your TradingView membership and buy the algo instead, right? So that was kind of one of the first reasons, like years ago. Anyway, so LCFY again, we looked at that daily chart, right? And you could see that double top, right? You could see it from way back when, right? So all the way back there with that purple pivot, right, at 1250. So that thing is going to need to break about 1250 at some point if it wants to keep cooking. Alrighty, so that's why we have that circle at the top there. Obviously, there's a supply zone a little bit higher, but still, right? So Rob, hey Viros. Uh, yeah, there you go. Good morning, Yi. Good morning, Spikes. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Happy Friday. Erica, hello, hello. Welcome to hell. Erica, that's your username? Oh my days. See, I'm really gonna get to know you guys today. Who's this guy? Does he like to eat cookies? I'm really gonna get to know some of you guys today. Mm-hmm. Thank you, YouTubes. Anyways, like I said, BRU is my favorite name if it wasn't for LCFY, right? So I like what it's doing. You can see we have the levels on there already because we've looked at this, right? Right, so that thing looks good. So 48 pennies, right? So if it wasn't for LCFY, BRU would definitely be an easy favorite. Easy favorite. Why? Because it looks good and it's consolidated really nicely and they had good news, right? All the things align. I don't know. I don't know, AK. I don't know why it's not showing everybody's real name. It's a bit silly, isn't it? Anyways, yeah. There we go. I think LCFY was a bit distracting with that big run. Yeah, here comes 50 cents, right? And then just destroy the supply zone so we can just fly like a bird. Fly, fly, fly. Wait, Michelle, you're saying you're gonna get there because you are there in pre-market, or because you know you're gonna get there, like manifesting almost. Dan, hey yo, there goes 50 cents, guys. So I like what it's doing. Type yes in the chat if you're holding BURU. Type yes in the chat if you're holding BURU. Yep, for sure. The market opens in less than 5 minutes here, so it's always a bit difficult. Yeah, Brian? Okay, I like it. Just be aware though that we are going into the open and 50 cents is resistance, right? So that supply zone right above 50 cents. You could almost go all the way to 52, but again, 50 cents psychological level, right? So just be careful, please, please. 50, 50, 50, 50. Don't forget to smash a like, guys, if you haven't already. I would really appreciate that. Take a second, smash a like. Hit that subscribe if you're new to the channel. Share the link as well if you want to. And all the other fun things. Alrighty. Again, happy Friday. And 37 cents, Jimmy. I like it. Yep. So again, the S&P, guys, we're gonna hit all-time highs today. We have hit all-time highs in pre-market, but that doesn't count, right? It never counts. But you would think that at least we can bounce we can bounce 10 cents to hit all-time highs once the market opens, right? Which is impressive, very, very impressive. I remember a few months ago, the markets, SPY was sitting at like 500, 520, right? Because we were bouncing from 480, and I was like, hey chat, do you guys think we're gonna see all-time highs this year? I'm like, don't think so. And Dan was like, yeah, I think so. Dan, there you go. Let's go. 611s into the close. Okay. I like it. 612. Yeah, I need to turn on the other thing as well too, Rob. So there we go. I don't know. No, the strike should be good. I don't think I need to do anything here. Oh yeah, I need to change the date. There we go. Perfect. So the option chain has been really, 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 really good, right? The two times I've had it on, it's been amazing, right? So it's done a really good job. You I think you almost have to connect it with the trend, with the 9:30. Okay, sounds good. So we'll see when this updates and then go from there, right? This thing was obviously pointing to 611, 612 yesterday, right? And it played out really nicely. So yeah, again, trend and call to put volume, right? I think that's a really good combination. Yeah, so we'll see what the update looks like after the market actually opens for the S&P, but really, really, really good recovery. Yeah, really, 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 really good recovery. So I have some money. I was thinking on stashing on the SPY. Should I wait for a dip or what? Oh, did you just get the money now? Bandido? See, I'm gonna get to know you guys. You criminal. Who calls himself Bandido? Bandido is a criminal. Anyways, the bandit. Bandido, did you just get the money now, or where were you the whole time the S&P was in the abyss? Regardless of that, though, I would just dollar cost average into the market. Alrighty. So if you have some money you want to stash into the S&P for now, I would just break it up into little pieces and just start putting it in there. Once a week, once a month, right? Yeah. Don't you worry. Don't you worry. Yeah. I don't know why my username changed. No, I don't know what YouTube is doing, honestly. I don't know why they think this is cool, but I guess they think it's cool to just do the actual, like, yeah. Good morning, Sean. That's a very good question. They might have just had a glitch or something. I need to Google it. Someone Google it and let us know. Yeah, I think it's a glitch. I think it's a glitch. The reason why I think it's a glitch is because I don't think they want to get rid of like your badge, right? I don't think they want to do that. So I think it's yeah, we don't know what's happening, and this is the first time it's happened. So there's so we might as well wait and see what happens. You don't like it? Yeah, I don't like it either. Don't like it. Yeah. Good luck. Good luck, everybody. Markets open in a minute. Question for you guys in the chat, though. I think for the most part, I think we have three names, right? CYN, BURU, and LCFY, right? Of the three names, or of all of the names we're looking at, which of them is your favorite? What's your favorite name at the open here? Again, CYN has done a really good job consolidating in that demand zone, so that's a good thing, right? So let's see if we can, give these candles a few minutes here at the open. Let's see what we look like. I obviously like BURU more than the other ones, right? So we need to break that 50 cents down. Alrighty, yeah. Where did you see that, though? Did YouTube say it's by design, or are you just guessing? Yeah, let me know. Let me know if you saw that somewhere, though. They might have announced something. But yeah, so 50 cents is resistance, and the market's just opening. So be careful with the FOMO and whatnot. So we need to break that 50-cent wall there. LCFY, again, I also think this one needs a bit more time. Alrighty, we need to see some higher lows, some curls. It is doing a good job of holding that $9 range down. So that's a good thing. So again, that's one of the names. And then obviously we have a CYN that's sitting at right below the VWAP. So 2220 needs to break. Alrighty. Again, BURU, as much as we like that thing, honestly, a dip to 41-ish would be perfect, or a break above 50 cents. So one of the two needs to do something there. LCFY has just been a monster. The S&P hit all-time highs, guys. We just made all-time highs, 613.32 already, and then we're dipping. So let's see how the rest of the day plays out here. We're asking for BURU to dip, and it's like, okay, fine, I'll dip. I'll dip for you guys. I will dip for you guys. So all we need to do is just stay above 50 cents. Alrighty. Again, you can see most of these names pumping and dumping, right? CYN, one of the names we like. That thing is like, let me fly, please. What's impressive is how these guys have done two offerings and the stock is still cooking, right? If this was a regular stock, dead. Dead, right? So next time you see a stock that's doing an offering above $10, don't trash it. Don't trash it, because it might run again, right? And we've said this multiple times. This is not the first time we're saying it. We said this yesterday as well. We've said it in the past, right? Every time a stock is in that 20 range, 30 range, and they do an offering and it sells off, if it's holding $10, there's a pretty good chance it's gonna run again. Yeah, Shima, yeah, really good consolidation, right? Really good consolidation above 19 and then pop. Again, just be careful though, because the market just opened, right? You're getting these nice pops at the open. You might still get dips. This is exactly what we wanted to see almost for BURU, right? So, yeah. Let's see. So we're looking for, honestly, anywhere like above 41 cents there, right? If we can find a way to hold in that demand zone, that's a good thing for BURU then. Alrighty. So we can stay above, that'd be a good thing. That would be a good thing. LCFY, that thing just doesn't know when to quit. Just doesn't know when to quit. I think what it needs to do though is break above $11 again. The S&P is going back for those all-time highs. So let's see if we can make the highs again. And then you can obviously see that resistance right around 2350 for Palantir's dumping. Interesting. Interesting. Uh, I mean, why can't you just test the damn level already and then just pop BURU? BURU is like, you know what? I'm just gonna stay above the 50, right? So I like what this is doing for now. LCFY is like, hey guys, nothing else is running. Don't worry, I got you. Boomskis. Nice pop there. This one's gonna be volatile though, so be very careful with it, please. It's gonna be wild. Be very, very, very careful. CYN obviously is still failing at that resistance. No breakouts yet. So until it actually breaks out, there goes BURU. So we are holding that little yellow line at the bottom there, which is the 50 EMA. So and CLCFY is just a beast, just an absolute beast. That thing is going back for those highs again. So that last resistance we saw on the daily, yeah. So there's your double top, right? So that resistance, that's 1250, right? So the closer we get to this level, the more cautious you want to be, and you can kind of see how we get there and it gets slapped immediately. So be careful. Alrighty. But yeah, no, so where did you see that the YouTube thing was by design? Because I'm actually curious. I'm curious. Anyways, and then BURU is holding that 50. Alrighty, there goes 46. Right. So again, we wanted that dip ski, right? Wanted the dip ski. Let's see if we can get some higher lows now in this thing though. Some high hellos. High hellos. See, even Nightbot has a handle. And okay, but you're just guessing though, right? So you didn't actually see anything. Okay. Sounds good. I just thought maybe they actually announced it. I definitely don't see anything. Oh well. So it looks like we basically just double topped here for LC. The S&P is making brand new all-time highs. I think they've set the bar pretty low just by looking at where we were at the highs. They started very low. So every candle is almost going to give us a brand new all-time high. And there it is, right? Another all-time high, another all-time high, another all-time high. So let's see how the day plays out here. And then go from there. Alrighty. How is iBid red today? How is BTC red? With all of this rubbish, how are they red? Slackers. Nice little pop there for INMB of the demand zone. This one has a bit more work to do though. Has a bit more work to do. Maybe we want to go back and retest the 200 here for Buru. Maybe. Yeah, 42. CLBR. DP. Let me take a look. CLBR. Those dips at $13 Gonski. Yeah, those dips are gone. Those dips are gone. Beautiful. So, well, hopefully you bought your dip skis, guys. Right? Hopefully you got your dip skis. And yeah. Hopefully you got your dip skis and now you can smile. Smile. Right? Looks like we're still testing that demand zone here for BURU. So let's see if we can actually find a way to hold above. Test. We might almost have to wait for the let's see what happens here at right about 40 cents, or let's see if we can we test the 200 EMA there. Alrighty, and then go from there. Shish. That thing said hello. BGL is halted up. Yeah. Okay, let's see. Let's see. Yeah, I was looking at that thing this morning and it seemed a bit chaotic. Let's see. Do. There we go. Yeah, so waiting for consolidation here on this thing. So that 200 EMA, right? We just had to come back and test it. Actually, that kind of flew all the way down there, all the way down there to 37, 36. Yeah. So that's a bit of an interesting candle. Yup. So if you bought those dipskis on CLBR, you're definitely happy. I bet you the warrants and the options are cooking today. Cooking. Yep. So you just have to be very quick with this one, Sky, right? Just have to be very quick with it because it moves very quickly. Very, very quickly. CYN isn't obviously isn't done, right? I think it's pushing back for that resistance again. That supply is on $25. So yeah, that demand zone at the bottom was very, very good. Very, very, very good. So CYN, LCFY, and BURU is still on watch. Still on watch. Why did you trade pre-market? Is that why you're at 15? Or those are all market open trades? Okay, sounds good. Yeah, we need some of these names to actually break resistance here because as much as they're volatile, they all seem to be sitting in the same range, right? Like if you bought the dips on LCFY, you're happy. If you bought the dip skis on BURU, maybe of the 200, you're okay for now, right? CYN, same thing. Like if you bought the dips, you're happy, but nothing's actually breaking out. The S&P is hitting brand new highs, which is nice, 613.69. Anyways, so yeah, that looks good. Not sure how they want to end the day today, but I think for now, that 60 Michelle is coming. Just not in time for you to win though, unfortunately. Unfortunately. So we're back to 41 pennies here, and we're failing at right below the supply zone there for CYN for now. LCFY just looks like it wants to fly, right? Just not in time, Michelle. You can roll your contract. Roll the contract. Anyways, there goes 1160. So we're obviously sitting in a supply zone there, but that thing looks like it wants to fly. Fly, fly, fly. Say enjoy the birthday. It's your birthday today? There goes 1190. Woof! On a green day and birthday monies. Let's go. Well done. Congratulations. Happy birthday. Alrighty, enjoy the birthday. I think that's a perfect way to leave. End of the week, it's your birthday, and you made money, right? Nothing better. Happy birthday, happy birthday. Enjoy. Yeah. So again, nice little push here for LCFY, but that resistance is still a problem. Alrighty, so that level needs to be broken. Nice little pop here for GVH, right? So that's the one DVL played with. So that looks okay there. And then CYN is coming back to retest the bottom again. CLBR, beautiful, right? Just get back to $15. Let's start pushing here. Push, 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 push. Push, push, push. A name fix? Dan? Ooh, let me take a look. For some reason, YouTube is using the handle manually by going to YouTube Studio. Wait, so Dan, is that something that I have to do for everybody, or everybody has to do that on their own? Customization on the left, click on that, scroll down to handle and change your handle name, then publish. Yeah, that seems like a personal. Yeah, so if you're wanting to change your handle, guys, yeah, because see, Dan just changed it on his own, right? So yeah, I think you have to do it on your own. Yeah. So the fix for the handle thing, right? The fix for the handle thing is in Discord. Actually, no, Dan hasn't changed it. That's the same. So yeah, there you go. Thank you, Dan. There goes LCFY, guys. That thing just wants to fly like an eagle. Fly. Yep. Okay. $13. Highs of 13.74. Yep. That thing is an absolute beast. My goodness. Yeah, no, CYN just keeps going back and forth there. The S&P just made brand new highs, which is nice. Which is nice. Good morning, Sandra. Yeah, so. Yep. 3D. Hello. I mean, most people have either the picture or a similar name, right? So, 1150. That's your average. Okay, nice lane. Very, very nice. Yeah, this is one of those names that you're gonna have to manage really closely, like with stop losses and whatnot, because it's gonna be volatile, and when it drops, it's gonna drop so quickly, and when it pumps, it's gonna cook, right? So, yeah. Yep. But now it looks really good though. So there goes $13 again. Yep. Any thoughts on you got in at 40 cents? Yeah, I don't mind it. Your break even slash screen on your position. Maybe just put a really tight stop loss right below 40 cents there. But the only reason I say that is because the 200 is 2 pennies, 3 pennies below your entry price, right? So it might be nice to keep a really tight stop loss. I really wanted to consolidate around that 40 cents and then curl back up. The question is, will it actually do that? So obviously we had resistance at the top, right? This isn't the first time. The last time we rallied was it was the same range, right? I'm trying to scroll back here on a smaller time frame, so that's not exactly fun. But again, so the last time we rallied, we failed right in between this range, and we've done it again today. So that 48 to 50 cents is always a problem for this stock, right? So that dip is nice. The question is, will the volume actually come in for the push? Right? You can see that next supply zone there for LCFY. So just be careful, please. Rush, exactly. So this is one of those where you want to lock in those gains really quickly, right? In and out, in and out, in and out. In and out. Yep. Looking really good though. There goes $14. $13.99, $14. Lane is just counting those monies now. Lane and Sandra. Sandra is in at 11.10. Counting the monies. So let's see if it actually breaks above that supply zone there. There we go. And BURU is fighting to hold that 40 cents. Fighting there. Fighting. Okay, sounds good. Fighting, and there goes SPY. Hmm. There's an interesting strike. So the call volume still seems like it's around 611, but then the next biggest one is 615, right? Other than that, you have more to the put side than you have to the upside. So it'll be interesting to see how that updates in the next 30 minutes or so. Rob, yeah, that'll be interesting. That'll be very, very interesting. But again, so you got stopped out, Lane? Okay. Yeah, so that supply zone, yeah, it didn't work. No. So I was just saying the call to put ratio for SPY seems a little bit interesting, but it might still be updating. And yeah, it just changed a little bit. So maybe it takes about 30 minutes, to yeah, because you can see that it just got updated. And the biggest one for now is 614, which is kind of where we're going to, right? So 614 to the upside, and then the next biggest one is 615. So the put side definitely doesn't have a whole lot of volume. Whole lot of volume. Lane, honestly, it's not a bad thing though that your stop loss hit, right? You made $1 on that play and it's almost coming back to your exact entry again, right? So I don't think you want that, you know? So those stop losses are very, very good. Very, very good. Sandra, did you take profits as well or no? You're still in there? BURU is looking interesting. I wish all of this consolidation was happening a little bit lower though to the 200 EMA, all of that consolidation. But no, I mean, we kind of asked for 40 cents first, right? So it's holding 40 cents for now, BURU. Yeah. So let's see if it can actually curl here, right? We shall see. Am I seeing it? We're looking at it. Yeah. There goes 614 for the S&P guys. Yeah, so they set it up properly to be hitting those highs consistently. I'll take a look at ASTI in a second. And there it is, new all-time highs. That is beautiful, beautiful. 1150. Let's go, Erica. Well done. Congratulations. Alrighty. Good job. Sheesh. Well done, skis. Okay, interesting levels. And there we go. Yep. It was exactly Rob. So for those of you that were selling your positions and panicking on the way down, well, this is why people say, like when you're holding something good, there's no need to panic. When you like something, you buy more of it. You don't panic, right? When you like something, you don't panic. Just look at NVDA and Palantir, or just look at SPY, right? So yep. So again, that's why when these things are dropping, you always have to ask yourself, like, are they dropping because they suck or because the entire market is dropping? Don't look at AMD, right? AMD is another really good example, right? So, yep. CYN is still holding that demand zone, guys, right? So that $19 has become a really nice green zone. BURU for some reason is just having a really hard time with the VWAP and the kernel there, so obviously needs to break above it first, and then go from there. And LCFY just doesn't know when to give up. BGL, yeah. Why is Palantir down 4% today? Is my question. Palantir. Perfect. Kathy Woods is selling, maybe? Maybe. Yeah. Kathy Woods. INMB still looks okay to me. It's holding that demand zone. Let me take a look at Palantir, though. Maybe we're missing something. Yeah, Palantir looks very weak. I don't see anything. So something has to be something else has to be going on there. Let me look at the daily chart. Nothing obvious on it. See, even this article, it's talking about Palantir rising. Yeah, I think it might have just had one of it's ran so much that people are taking some gains. Someone's definitely taking some gains. Someone has definitely taken some gains. So, yep. Who knows? Yeah. Yep. So again, Palantir's had a really good run. Like, look at that, right? Year to date, 80%, 70% in the last 6 months. Right. So we're used to seeing numbers like these on momentum stocks, not in these large cap stocks though. So someone's happy with their gains, I guess. Someone is happy with the gains. The S&P looks nice. Look at that. Spy says, wait, what? What's happening? Doesn't matter. Pump it, please. Shish. Yeah, it looks like we're just destined for. Yup, yup. This looks nice. Shish. Yep. So that 615 is the next biggest chain, right? So we obviously just broke above those highs from pre-market as well. Broke above the highs. And good job on taking gains, by the way, guys, on LCFY. Sandra, Lane, good job. Because that thing hit $10.50. So there isn't really a catalyst here that, other than that headline, but a catalyst that you can, it's more of a momentum thing, right? So it's not really a swing catalyst. CLBR looks really, really nice. I like for this thing to squeeze like now, and then we're retesting the 200 EMA again here for BURU. So let's see if that thing can actually consolidate and stay above it, and then go from there. Alrighty. Alrighty. Cool. Perfect. CLBR. Yeah, some of these names are still in a bit of a sus range. OST. Sure, let's take a look. OST. What are we doing? Yeah, that thing got destroyed. I mean, it looked good yesterday, though, right? It looked good. It just couldn't break above that resistance. I think we were watching this level, right? So there's a reason why we put these circles here, right? So that 80 cents, we just kept failing below and failing below and failing below and failing below. And then this morning it said, no, thank you, right? Slapped it, especially once it broke below 50 cents. They really slapped it. So you always want to be careful with stuff like that. No. Yeah, CLBR. That would be very nice. Would be very nice, DP. Like now. But obviously, we don't have a catalyst, right? That's like right around the corner, so kind of have to wait for that date to get closer. And then here comes BURU. So that thing is really playing with the bottom there. So now the question is, can we consolidate around that 200? If not, then maybe there's nothing to see there. Okay. And it looks like we're bouncing off that 200 for now, right? So which is kind of the expectation there. Let's see if it actually pushes though. Push. I think that thing is playing way too many games for my liking. The S&P though, my goodness, look at that, guys. Look at that. If you're waiting for dips, the market's like, no dips, no dips. Eventually, we're gonna get a dip. The market is usually like this, usually like this. We pick a direction and it just doesn't feel like we're going the opposite way, right? So this is why you cannot. Sometimes you just can't buy those puts. You want to buy puts because you're like, dang, this seems like a little bit, too much. You just can't, right? The trend is your friend. The trend is your friend. So, and there goes all-time highs again. This is beautiful. Beautiful, guys. Beautiful. I like it. I like it a lot. All green. Let's go, Archer. Look at that. Even Archer. Let's go. I like it. Even Archer is in calls now. See? No more, going against the vibes. Archer, are you in the chat? One Trump tweet and it's over. I bet you they're pumping into July, like July 9th, right? When they're supposed to do all of these trade deals. I mean, China is trying to sign a trade deal already. The EU is coming to the table, right? So who else is left? Let's go, Archer. You see, the Bulls always win, right? At the end of the day, the Bulls always win. And if the Bulls don't win, we're about to go to war. Yeah. So, about to go to war. There we go. So that looks beautiful. CLBR is really, really fighting to break out here. I almost feel like we just need to close above like 40, 41. Right? Just need one candle to close above that kernel there. Is all we need on this one. Just a little bitty curl. That's all we're asking for. And then I'll leave the rest up to the gods. Yeah, 41. Yeah, they're trying to keep it from closing above that kernel. Yeah, look at that, right? Every time we get close, it's like, nope, you shall not pass. You shall not pass. Yeah, INMB was the other one that we had up here. And it's been slowly curling up the bottom here, so that's good. Joe? What does that mean? I just got an alert for RMSG. Not sure why I said an alert for RMSG, but not sure why. Hey, yo, Joe. There goes the S&P, brand new highs. That thing is flying. Flying. Don't worry, I'm gonna spam the options channel with gifts. There we go. Beautiful. Beautiful. Go look at your long-term accounts, guys, and celebrate the gains. Alrighty? Go look and smile. Go look and smile. We still need some of these momentum stocks to catch on, right? INMB is looking good there. We're testing that 200 EMA now, so that looks really nice. Yeah, that thing said, let me go, let me go, let me go. Yep. Nice bounce up the bottom, actually. Really nice bounce up the bottom there. And he was like, that's nice. Really? That's nice, babe. Well, tell him that's his 401k. Tell him the value of his 401k is going up. Maybe he's going to be more excited, you know? Isn't it interesting though, like how involved we are in the market, and it seems like our lives revolve around the market, right? But if you just step out the door, like everybody else is like, wait, what? The markets? What is that? What's SPY? What does that do? Right? Like if you asked me, I'd be like, damn, it seems like everybody's involved in the market to some degree, right? But like it just you ask anybody a question and they're like, what is that? Like it's crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. But yep. INMB is definitely looking really good though. So congratulations if you're still in this one. BURU for some reason just doesn't want to close above that chrono there. So until it does, we seem to have a bit of an issue. Seem to have a bit of an issue there, but it just doesn't. It doesn't. This is why too, like, when someone's asking me about the market, I don't really care to give them too much, because you almost have to be at that point where you're like so involved in the market that that's when you accept help. Yeah, they only know when there's a market crash. They're like, oh, Mr. Market, huh? How's the market crash treating you? I'm like, get the hell out of here. uh mm, Yup, that's okay. People know what the Bible is instead of the market. Yeah. Yep. 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 That's okay. That's okay. They always tell me, you just lose money in the market. Yeah. People have no idea. Brian, I don't know. I don't know what happened. Um, I don't know. Hopefully they fix it. Hopefully they fix it. Maybe it's just a one-time thing. Yes. BURU is definitely not looking amazing. It just isn't giving us anything that we really like, huh? Just not doing it. Just not doing it. Just playing games with us. CYN, meh, that thing just couldn't break out either, right? Now it's breaking below the support zone. And then LCFY, same, right? Good job on selling again. Now we're back to $10. So everything just seems a bit pump and dumpy today. Everything seems super pump and dumpy today. Uh, what's the volume in this? Meh. Not amazing volume. It did. It happened to you before. Yeah, maybe then they're gonna fix it for everybody. SVRE. SVRE. Okay. And this one looks nice at least, right? Nothing crazy, but nice consistent green candles here. Mm, yep. Yep. Okay, there we go. You're going for and eat some fish. Some fish. Fish. Enjoy your day, Luna. Enjoy. Have a wonderful weekend. Let's see, what else do we like here? Let me take a look at this one. That chart definitely looks interesting. Okay, sounds good. SYTA, yeah. Bit of a move on that one. Yeah, nothing seems to be amazing today, right? Like everything is giving you an opportunity, but not amazing. Not amazing. Yeah, BURU just couldn't break above that kernel, right? It bounced up the 200. It held the 40, right, for a little bit. Oh, Dan, what happened? What happened? What did I do now? Dan, there's a roast coming, guys. Right? So, but it really needs to break above that kernel if it wants to move. Yeah. The S&P doing what SPY does. And then there goes SVRE pushing for brand new highs. Brand new highs there. I knew it. You survived the great Edmonton flood of 2025. I know, only I had to put on my swimming trunks, my flippers, Yeah, it definitely wasn't easy. I'd like to thank myself for all those days that I went to the to the swimming pool at the YMCA and practiced. I'd like to thank my Lord and Savior for looking out for me. Because without him, anyways, let's go. Yeah. I know I had my scuba gear on, Jay. Yeah. But most importantly, though, I'd like to thank myself for believing in me. I'm kidding. uh, Lane, you would think I was a fish the way I was swimming. Anyways, yeah, SVRE is definitely cooking there. Flying. Yeah, so this one finally at least gave us a breakout. At least a breakout there. Yeah, 440. The rest of us, Troy, you know what? I have nothing to say. INTS with some unusual volume there. Um, INTS. I wonder why that is though. Dang, this thing is really, really cooking there. Anybody get into a SVRE? Anybody fall into those alerts? INTS. I think I mean, it looks like we've looked at this already in the past. You did? Mindful? Okay. Very nice. How's how's BTC red today still? Quite surprised it's red. Vena, you in there? Okay, very nice. Yeah, good push. 490. Yes, in the chat. And it's halted up. Yep. Yeah, maybe some sympathy plays, high cost to borrow. INTS is definitely picking up a little bit of momentum there. Coming off the bottom. Not sure what the deal is with that though. There's no news on it. So it just seems like retail momentum. Yeah, definitely done well. Definitely done well. You notice how like most of the names we were looking at the open, nothing, right? So everybody just moved on to something that was actually performing. Yeah, BRU just sitting right below the 200 there. Wonder if it's actually going to hold that demand down and curl. Who knows, right? LCFY, nothing, weakness. And then CYN, obviously, not amazing price action there. So for now, SVRE is definitely looking good. You forgot to push the take profit, so wait. So you were in at 288. Oh, you forgot to push up the take profit, so it's sold at. Are you sure that's 233 then? Hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, 333. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I mean, at the very least, though, you came out of that thing in the green, right? At the very least, you came out of that thing in the green, so that's a good thing. Yeah, that 50 cents was strong for BURU, right? You look at that daily chart, yeah, that level was way too strong, way too strong. Yeah, way too strong. So, yeah, green Dado, green. Let's see what it looks like after the on halt. After the on halt. Mm. Hmm. Okay. Perfect. Yeah, don't forget to special like, guys, if you haven't already, please. And thank you. That's if we actually dip, spikes. It's like one candle. if we actually get a dip, then 613. Okay, sounds good, Spikes. Are you in a position? I really wish YouTube would fix the rubbish, and give back people's usernames, because this whole thing, stuff with yeah. Are you in SRFM? Let me know if you are. I'll take a look. Let me know. Alrighty. What's the news? There isn't any, unless it was posted in Discord and I missed it, which there might have been. Anyways, there goes your on hold, guys. So just be careful up here though, because it looks like we've been to this range before and kind of struggled. So yeah, so watch this 510, 520 range, right? So again, we left this line on here. There must have been a problem here in the past, right? So be very careful there, please. Alrighty, 510, 520. So look, it kind of looks like we're failing out that level already, right? For now, at least. Some profit taking. There's also supplies on there, obviously. But maybe that was just the initial reaction, people selling, and then it's like, nope, 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 nope. I want to break it. That thing said, screw your resistance. I'm just gonna venture into the supply. Damn, that supply zone is thick, all the way up there to 660. Sheesh. Let's see where that candle actually closes. Yeah, see where that candle ends up closing at. Because that candle came right back to 520 and closed right there, right? Which is interesting. So as much as we pushed all the way up there, the candle came right back to that same line. So uh, there we go. Just wanted to look at SPY really quickly there. Okay, back to SVRE. 530. And look at that, right? That candle is right back below 520 again. So, and we closed both of those candles below, at or below 520. So, yep. Right? So that resistance, still a problem. And there's your fail for now. 10, 10, 50. Okay, nice. CM, yo. Could you please take a look at INMB? Are you in a position though, Kant? Because we have it up here and we've looked at it a few times already. Are you in a position or are you looking for one? If you're looking for a position, you might be a little bit too late, even with that news, right? The news to me doesn't really mean anything to you. It shouldn't mean anything to you. The price action is more so what you're interested in. So are you looking for a position or you're in a position already? I mean, that thing honestly looks really strong, right? As much as we're failing at that resistance, it's not staying down there. Like it's dipping to the 9 and coming right back up. The question is, will it actually just keep failing there or actually close above that 520 and then cook, right? It's fighting. You're in a position, Kent? Okay. What are you in at? What are you in at? Where's Virus? Virus, did you pick up some SPY puts? Or yeah, so that 520 resistance says nope, nope, guys, nope, nope, nope. Let me see where that line is coming from now. Let me zoom out really quickly here. Yep. Whatever day this was, May 14. May 14. Just wanted to see why that line was there. You got in around 10? Okay. So you're nice and green in that position, right? You're going to have a lot of resistance here between 1070 and like right below 1090. Alrighty, so make sure you have a stop loss because that thing almost gives me vibes like it's going to dip at some point here. So again, 1070 all the way to right below 1090 there. Yeah. So just make sure you're moving that stop loss up. It's going for it, right? So brand new highs of the day here. Brand new day highs. There goes 1090. I think it said bye-bye. Bye-bye. So there goes $11 actually. So you can move your stop loss now, can't, right? That thing said, let me go. Put on everything. Virus. Oh my days. Yep. Yep. I mean, you'd almost think that like you could see that thing stalling up there above 615, right? So you'd almost think that there'd be a sell-off coming at some point here for the markets. You would think. Monday at 8 a.m. Okay. You're in a short right now, Dan, Joe? Okay, so Joe's in the short. Varys is shorting everything. So Bill? Yeah, it did. It did. It just couldn't break above the kernel. It just couldn't do it, right? So yep. It just could not do it. So yeah, definitely a waste. Anyways, cans? Yeah, that position's looking good for you. Okay. Sounds good. Don? I don't know. Ciao, Bob. It almost feels like, the names that are running today are like you're running over here and picking a name, running over there and picking a name. There isn't like an obvious name. Not an obvious name today. They go CYN with a nice little curl there, so that's good. Holding that 19-ish still. $19. Okay. Yeah, you can clearly see that resistance for SVWR. SVWR, SVRE. Resistance. Doo-doo-doo. Spy with these little scam dips. Let's go. I like it. Okay. You need that today, Derek? Yeah. INMB. Well, we're gonna need something, solid, because all of these names are looking little scalpies, but sus. Am I muted? No, I'm not muted. Make spy crash, please, in the queue. I mean, it is at resistance. You would think, you would think that spy would, if there was to be a dip, it would be now, right? Maybe one more scam liquidity. Yeah. Virus, did you buy some puts? See, zero DTEs. Let me know which ones did you pick. Let me see. Let me go look at those puts. Yeah, CYN looks good there. Test of the 200 now 3D. Is this the one you're playing with? Actually, that was a nice crossover. Yeah, that was a nice cross there. Not until Monday at 80. Yeah, so just be careful with that though, right, Robert? Again, buy the hype, sell the news, if that's the case. Josh, what's your position in VOR? Mullen is at 52-week lows. Can you take a look at RTX? Of course. What's your position, Joe? Joe Mama? What's your position in RTX? Are you in it? At what price? Let me know. Help me out. 612s and 610s. Zero DTEs for today, Virus? Shish. I was about to come join you, but... And okay, zero DTEs in one day? Okay. Exactly. Mullen lows. Mullen lows. Maybe on a one more scam pop. Let me look at the SPY option chain now. Let's see. Let's see. What is Virus up to? Today is what? So then the 1 days would be the 30th then. 1 day puts. Why is some of these so expensive, Iris? Very expensive. For rubbish, Yeah, those 612s look okay, huh? Hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Josh, you were in so 91 is the average on VOR. Perfect. Let me take a look then. Yeah, when you have a question, guys, just give me as much detail as possible, please. Otherwise I yeah. The 1 minute time frame really is gonna do me justice here. So I kind of like your entry. righty, because that's the same support it had all day yesterday. So as long as this thing stays above 90 cents, I think you should be okay. The 50 EMA is also sitting there in a demand zone. Right, so I think your entry is nice. You just need a bit of volume to push above $1.10, and then it's $1.20. The usual suspects, right? So for now, I think I'd be putting a stop loss. Somewhere below a dollar, right? So like break even, slightly green, and then go from there. If it can break out, then that'd be a really good thing. I think for now your entry is really good. Um, and then RTX was the other one, right? So yeah, let me know where your position is, Joe, in RTX, and I'll take a look. Come on, Spy. Spy's looking like it wants to dip, doesn't it? Like it's really looking like it wants to dip. Stalling right now. Yeah, wait for it. They will lose value soon. Yeah. No, I almost wanted to give you a bit of a scam pop there, but I don't think that's going to happen, though. It's already looking really weak there. Jax, there you go. You wanted it to get slapped, right? Well, it's looking really fishy. Looking really, really fishy. That thing just doesn't look good, Max. Doesn't look good at all. NAOV. Yeah, that one looked interesting yesterday. NAOV. Yeah. Testing. Yeah, that supply zone is gonna be interesting, but it looks okay though. On a really small time frame, it looks okay. Once you zoom out, oof. All right, let's see if you get some higher lows there. Yeah, exactly. Come on, Archer. Yeah, see, give us a pop, right? Virus. Come on, guys. Jax, Joe. Archer's waiting for a pop too. Uh, there we go. Mm. Drop this thing. Yeah, see, there's the pop. Boom skis. What just happened to Spy? I don't know who said something, but that scam pop was definitely coming. It's holding the 9 really well, actually. It's actually holding the 9 really, really well. Like that thing wants violence. That thing said violence. Exactly. Yep. No, that pop was coming. You could tell it was coming. The question now though is will it actually stay above that resistance? Like will it stay below that resistance? Right? The answer is looking like it depends. It depends. Let's go, Kent. Let's go. Thank you very much for the super chat, Kent. Love it. Did you take your gains in INMB? You saw that thing at resistance, didn't you? And then it crashed, huh? Let's go. Kent, thank you very much for the super chat. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. Oh yeah. There we go. Yep. Me too. Me too. Me too. Me too. Let's okay. Now we can collectively get SPY to dip. Huh? Collectively, right? Ah, if that thing closes one of these candles above 1550 though, and then I'm gonna close it. Let's see. So I'll give let's go, Kant. Well done. And then you made your re-entry. That is beautiful, by the way. 1015, beautiful. That's a perfect entry as well, right? And look at this. Now you're basically double dipping because look at that. It's back to $11 again. So you made money twice. Give me a high five, right? Sometimes there's no need to just sit there and wait, right? Even if you think it's going to push, it's still resistance. Now, if that thing breaks out, you're going to be in and you're going to be smiling. Can someone tell SPY that we need a dip? Virus needs a dip. Archer needs a dip. I need a dip. Jax needs a dip. Can you take a look, see if this is a good entry? DX. You got into GVH. Sure. GVH. You just got in now. So it crashes. So you're getting in at 19 cents basically. I think your entry is a bit. The stock just doesn't look nice, right? But I think if for your position, if you can stay above 19 cents, I think you're going to be okay, which is not far away, right? So you're closer to the bottom than you are to the top. It looks really weak, obviously. Like that looks weak, right? But it's also been consolidating around 19 cents for the last 10 minutes. So as long as it stays above, you did. You did. You bought some SPY calls. I mean, SPY calls definitely the right thing to do because we're trading up. I think we're just betting on it hitting resistance and taking a dip, right? So, but the S&P has definitely been trending up. Every time there's been a dip, there's been a rally. Every time, and still holding. Okay, sounds good. Yeah, you just have that double top there, resistance for INMB, right? So just be careful. Just be careful there. For SPY, yep, SPY looks very strong. Like there's no signs of weakness here. Zero. SPY is like you can weakness these. probably, probably, probably. We might get a July is usually the strongest month of when you look one of the strongest months, right? Like if you look at the psychology chart, July is usually a very very strong month. Like look at that, right? So can you see the thing? No, you can't see it. One second, let me get rid of that. So look at the bottom of the chart, right? July is usually a really really strong month. So one of these strong months. Can I take a look? Yeah, again, guys, help me out, right? Are you in a position? Are you not in a position? What's your entry price, right? Stuff like that, please. So if you have a question, please help me out with the details. Like, what are you actually looking for instead of me just looking? There we go. For Lucy, call it Lucy. It looks like it came back and bounced off the 200 EMA. Alrighty, so 740-ish. You can look at 740-ish as your support for now. Alrighty, your next resistance is going to be closer to this, right? The VWAP here. So anywhere from 860 to 870 is going to be your resistance. If you break above that, then you're ready for $9. Yeah. Yeah. And Spy made brand new highs actually on that last candle, but it's not quite closing above yet. Right. A leap call for Apple. Hmm. I feel like Apple's lagging though because it has issues. They have all those compliant issues in Europe. They're trying to the App Store. They're having a lot of issues. I think that's why the damn thing's struggling. It looks like a good level though. And I think Virus was posting this one as well. So right below 200, there seems like a good level for Apple. I'm quite surprised Apple is below the 200, especially with the markets at all-time highs. Mm, yeah, definitely not a bad level, Michelle. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about Apple though, but AMD 2.0, yeah. So yeah, it's not a bad spot. Already. INMB yeah, made brand new highs on that candle, 1150. 1150. Okay, back to SPY here. Let me pull up the SPY chart and leave it there in the 5 minutes. So we're either gonna break out and go boom skis here, or or those puts and those puts are gonna cry, or we're ready for a fat red candle. So that resistance for me is right here. So that's the for now virus, yeah, for sure. I mean, you're definitely most likely going to get a sell off at the end of the day, right? So, and we are failing at resistance there. So we shall see. Yeah, maybe zero DTE puts are not the way, but more so puts with a bit of time, right? Because I think we're due for some dip skis, for sure. Due for some dip skis. The question is when. When? There goes LCFY pushing for that 860, 860, 870. So it needs to close above June 30. June 30, what strike? What strike are you in, Archer? From that double top, your main play is AMD puts. Let me take a look. AMD puts. Yeah, AMD's had a really good run. I think it's time, especially right below 150 there virus. That's a pretty sweet run. Yeah, 614s. Okay, you went for the expensive ones, Archer. Expensive ones. Yeah, I think AMD is definitely ready for the 4 hour. Okay, when you're looking at the 4 hour double top there. Yeah, virus. You green on those puts. You're most likely green on those puts, right? Because that was 148 almost there. SPY just looks like it wants to break out, honestly. SPY just looks like it wants to cause violence. You're green, right? Yeah. Maybe I'll look at some longer dated puts actually. Let's see. Let me just see what the chain looks like. Just for jokes, I want to see how expensive these things are. Just for jokes. Some of these puts are red today. Redness. Yeah, like the 600s for July 18. Yeah, it does have some nice open interest on them. Redness. Hmm. Those 600s don't look bad though. 600s, July 18. You're still green, Archer? Crash it, crash it, crash it. I think people have an expectation now. Also, you bought the really good ones, right? Like really close. CRCL? Yeah, the option chain is really expensive, isn't it? Firstborn son? Exactly. Those things are way too expensive. When you run like that, though, the option chain is bound to be expensive. Bound to be very, very expensive. When you move like a crackhead. Yeah, no, INMB has definitely done really well today, and it's pushing back for those highs. Cans, are you still in your position? That's the beauty now for you, right? Is you can easily manage this position easily. In and out quickly, Archer. Yeah, exactly. Spy really looks like it's stalling there. Like it looks like it's time for dipskis. You know, like it's time for dipskis. But if it breaks above there, though, oof, 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 oof. The FOMO is going to be real. Whatever. But if you went a cheaper stock and bought more contracts, yeah, yes and no. Yeah, it makes a lot of sense, but yeah, like I definitely wouldn't be buying those because what the hell? But so some people do. Some people really like, yeah. It's based on performance, right? People like when they can actually make monies. Because sometimes the cheaper ones don't necessarily mean you're going to make money. Here we go, Spy. Come on, Spy, just dip. There we go. Give us monies. Can we get 100%? You know, we're not asking for too much, right? We're just asking for a simple 100%. Just a quick $5 slap on Spy. We're clearly at resistance here, right? Clearly at resistance. Just slap it more. There we go. There we go. There we go. Okay, no more scam pop Spy. No more scams. Just enter the damn thing. SoFi call 718 strike. Price 18 and 21. You think I'll make it? 718. So the 18th of next month, basically. Strike price $18 and 21. I'll take a look, Saints. I'll take a look. Remind me if I forget. Ready? Actually, let me just do that now. SoFi. How green are you in those? You should be green. You probably are green, right? The reason yeah, I think you should, yeah, 18 and 21. So yeah, I mean, you're almost at 18, right? The reason I'm smiling a little bit is because you're pretty damn. I know you're asking for 21, but 18 is a pretty strong wall. That's a double top there. Yeah. How green are you though? You have a lot. You have time too, which is perfect, right? You have time. How green are you? Because if you bought this thing all the way down there and it's been pumping every single day, right? You might want to take some gains, especially now that you're getting close to that 18 resistance. Like if you're up 100%, I would secure some. Already, it looks really good though. It looks really good. You're just approaching resistance. You're in at $10 for SoFi. Yeah, SoFi is like one of those names. Like people went from Palantir to SoFi, right? Everybody was like, okay, there's Palantir. What else? What else in the same range can we buy? Everybody ran to SoFi. So yeah, SoFi was really good, closer to $10, right? I mean, obviously we talked about SoFi quite a bit. You can see all of these circles, right? Like look at these circles, right? Like all of these lines. We've talked about SoFi for some time now, especially in the sevens, right? And the sevens and the eights, right? The double top breakout right there, boom, skis, right? And then it did it again, right? So you're just approaching resistance at $18 there, so be careful. You're taking a call on Spy. Spy doesn't want to. Spy wish you luck. Yeah, Spy doesn't want to dip. Spy is like, excuse me, guys. I think we all know it's coming today. Yeah, we know it's coming, right? Spy. Spy is like, no, not today. The trend is up. The trend is your friend, Spy says. Let me cook. Uh, There you go. Yeah, buying a call right below resistance here is pretty brave, very brave. Jose, that is brave. I definitely will wish you luck though. Um, Alrighty. La 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 la. Yeah. Maybe we need to talk about options more because quite a few of you guys play with options, right? So yeah, I just need this spy put to print, just print spy. Just give me some monies. Come on. There we go. Come on. The studios. That is very brave. You're buying calls at a double top. No breakouts yet. Uh, yeah. There we go. There we go, spy. This is not enough, right? Right. Let's see. What does the that chain look like? So that chain looked like so 614, 625 on the put side, right? But that 615 has a lot, all the way to 617. So I just think the fact, just knowing that it's Friday, right? And we've been running all week basically, let's get a dip. Do it for virus and for me. Anyways, Kuma, what's your position in LCFY? What's your question? So that thing we talked about breaking above 870 and then running into the nines, right? It did that and it ran all the way to 940. So what's your question though? Are you in a position? High or low, Jose? Potentially, yeah, potentially. I don't think we're sitting in a spot where like we're kind of guessing that it's a double top and a sell off is coming, right? But it really is a high or low. Like we're not really showing any signs of like, okay, it's time for slaps, right? Like there's no weakness here other than a double top. Yeah. Those days, people need to learn how to and understand the options a little more. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. Max, yeah. You think CYN is gonna go for a run? I mean, yeah. Watch that 1850. That's the low of the day for now. So you needed to stay above that at least already. And there's a nice demand zone there, so it's holding already. Let's go spy. Let's go to. Should you re-enter? I'm gonna have to take a look. There we go, spy. Come on, slap it more. Archer, virus. Are you guys staying or you're running? Archer's definitely running, and virus is staying till they slap it. So is Joe. Spikes, let's go. No, that's okay, Spikes. Just keep cooking. Just keep cooking. Yeah, Kuma. What's your question though? Like, what's your position? Are you in a position? Right. Sometimes you guys ask questions like, "Hey, can you look at the stock?" Right. Um, that doesn't really help me in any way. Like these are the same stocks we've been looking at, right? Are you looking for an entry? Are you in already? Like, give me some details about your position, and then it really helps because it changes the way that I answer the question. If you're in a position, it changes. If you're looking for an entry, it changes. So, help me out. La 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 la. Trend. Yeah, for sure, for sure, for sure. For sure, for sure. To me, like this might also just be just a retest, right? Like if I put a line there, right? This was that pre-market level, right? Pre-market high. This might just be a retest of the pre-market level, right? Resistance, breakout, testing, testing, and it's holding. So SPY might just decide to say, you know what? Screw you guys. Screw you guys. Let's go, Virus. Well done. Well done. Well done. One bad day doesn't. Yeah. Good. I like it. Well done. And then INMB kind of stalled a little bit at 1150, 1160. You hit your daily archer. Well done. High five. I like it. I like it a lot. Let's go. And SPY's testing the bottom again, right? So let's see if it actually breaks down this time or just bounces or consolidates again. But that resistance at the top was kind of obvious, you know. So if you're taking gains from the top there, maybe that's not too bad, especially if you're playing with 0 DTE, right? Not bad at all. Quick scalpies and move on. Alrighty. Criminals cooking today. Let's go, Spikes. I know we've been looking at options more than we are looking at stocks, but that's okay. All right, Spikes, thank you very much for the super chat. Thank you. Let's go. Keep cooking, please. Keep cooking. Keep cooking. Yeah. INMB. Yeah, I think can't. As long as this thing stays above the 50, you should be okay. Right. So maybe that's all you need to do at this point. So make sure you have a stop loss, right? If it can stay above that 50, you should be okay there. SV, that thing sold off all the way down to 370 and then, consolidated a little bit there and it's curling. Resistance for this one is that VWAP at $4.30, which it kind of looks like it's going to break above, right? And it is. So that looks good from the bottom, right? CYN is still playing in that same demand zone. Not a whole lot going on there. LCFY, I'd be almost be watching that 50 EMA already for a breakout. If that thing wants to dip, you want to watch $8.30, and then it's all the way down to the 200. So just be careful there. Make sure you have a solid plan, please. Right, the S&P is just holding that retest of the breakout for now, which is okay. Right, so like I said, there are really no signs of like weakness for the markets. I think we're just guessing, that just being a Friday and we've been running all week and a double top, maybe we're gonna get a sell off. Mo, you got out at 440 in at 4 second entry. Very nice, Mo. Well done. Well done, skis. And there goes SPY trying to bounce again, right? So they're definitely playing games. Playing games. Yeah, it looks like yeah. So LCFY needs to break out here, break above the 50 and actually close above the 50. London close in 30 minutes. That's when the slap is gonna come. I'm kidding. But market makers, I know this, and I doubt they'll let it play out. Dan? Yep. Agreed. And look at that. Right? We're already back to 615 here. Yeah. Just wait till Apple goes red today. Yeah. So SPY's holding what it's supposed to be holding. Until we break below that level, it's definitely not weak. Definitely not weak. We're also not breaking out, right? So it's just we wait and see. We wait and see. Dan, not Dan. Joe, did you close your NQ short? Did you close your short? You should be green in your short still, because I think you got closer to the top. SVRE still looking really good there. 460 on that pop. Minus to Michelle. Eric? No, I highly doubt it. The S&P is definitely not going to 660 in, July 4th is what, next Friday? Yeah, that's next Friday. Yeah, we're definitely not going to be there. Definitely not. So Michelle owes me $100 basically. $100. Earth, sun, boom skis. Ah. Let's go. Troy, those are really good graphics. Russia plans to cut military spending in future, unlike the West. Interesting. Why do I feel like he's just being just planning on doing the opposite of what everybody else is doing? Yeah, Spy looks like it wants to go boom, doesn't it? Michelle's holding calls probably. Michelle, unbelievable. Unbelievable. Virus? Well, I mean, why not, right? You holding calls? Okay, yeah. Yup. Let's see. Should go to you, Marla. 4th of July. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. And Spy's holding. Have you seen hymns? Yeah. Why? Jose, I'm still waiting for the day you're gonna join us in Discord. So you can see that we look at these things. But there you go, Spy. Spy's like, you know what, guys? You know what? I held my support level. And it's time to push back to the highs. Time to push. No, Virus, I'm glad you made that money back though. That's good. Glad you made the monies back. LCFY, you can see that 50 EMA, right? The yellow, the golden line, whatever you want to call it, right? So it needs to break above that. So 60, real quick on this one. Yeah, good. BGL Ridge, $300. Okay. Sounds good. Sounds good. Can Spy just make a decision already so I can either close my puts or, just decide Spy? Yeah, the SPAC IPO, yeah. I don't really pay attention to those SPAC IPOs, Come on, Spy. Any good? What is your stop loss, Mark? What's your stop loss for BURU? What's your plan with it, basically? I'll take a look once. Let me do that now. So you got in at 35 cents. You're slightly green in that position. Yeah, I mean, lots of weakness on this thing. It looks like it's finally curling. So for you, I would be putting a stop. You're scalping it. Okay, yeah. So watch that 50. So watch 36 cents. That's your next resistance. Then it's 37.50 already if you're scalping. And then just don't let it go below 33 cents, because if it does, then it's done skis potentially. Ready? Let's go, Rich. Thank you very much. Rich says, I want to gift someone. Gift. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Thank you, Rich. Keep cooking, please. Keep cooking. Keep cooking. Spy's just stuck in the middle here. They're just burning those 0 DTEs for now. Just doing the burns. Yeah. Cans, hopefully you took those gains again on INMB, right? Because we basically came back down. So you basically, you could have double dipped on this thing. Did you sell? The only one not performing yet, Virus? Yeah, for sure. Yeah, AMD performed. The other ones performed. Spy's being stubborn. Spy did this the last time it ran 2 Virus, where like everything else would dip and Spy would be like, oh, excuse me, I don't do that here. Yeah, WTF. Yep. A WFF. WFF. Yep. Nice little pop there. 20%? Oof. Well done, Rich. That's amazing. Amazing. Congratulations. Yeah, for sure. You only get confirmation of that once you actually get the breakout though, right? So it needs to break out. If not, then it's just a pattern that is whatever, you know? Close for a top though. Yeah. So are you in a position? It looks really good if you're in a position, WFF. Right? If you're asking if it's close to the top because you want to jump in, then that's a bit dangerous, right? It might not be close to the top, but it's at the highs of the day. So it looks really good. Looks really good. Yeah, exactly, Jose. Exactly. WFF. There we go. Perfect. Okay, let me look at let's look at a different date here. That chain almost has like no volume at all. That's very interesting, actually. I'm just looking at the option chain here. The option chain. Okay, sounds good. Yeah, there goes WFF, right? Like that thing is flying there. Flying WFF. Very nice. And SPY obviously again held that bottom, right? Like I said, there's no weakness on SPY other than just a retest, right? So the only question now is, will it actually break above that resistance? And if it does, Michelle is gonna jump. Yay! And then I'm gonna shake my head at her. So yeah, let's see. Come on, SPY, just make a decision. Either breakout or dipski. None of this middle stuff. Let's see. Jax, did you sell that position on the way down for futures? Yeah, hopefully you guys took those gains on INMB. Circles at 190 now. Wow, 190. I do, but also Archer. Yep. Leave Jax alone, sir. Fine. La, na, 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 la, na, 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 na. Zero DTEs. You doubled down on those 612s for today, Virus? Damn. Yeah, let's see if we fail. See if we fail here. Let's see. Virus, are you forgetting that you just made all that money back? Okay. We better not break out. Otherwise, if you ruin your weekend because you want to double down, then yeah. No, but we're clearly at resistance. Obviously, that's why we're buying those puts, right? Spy's just being rude. That's why Michelle was gone for a few days. You know, she was calling all of her contacts, all these connections, make them pump the market to 660. Ridiculous. In politics tonight. Yep. If Virus doesn't make money on these puts, you guys better run. Run. Because he's gonna attack. Come on, Virus. Slap, 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 slap. Muchi, are you holding SPY calls as well? So Michelle is holding SPY calls. Muchi is holding SPY calls. Archer is just, you know, and then Jose is holding some SPY calls. But for now, the market is just sitting in the middle. So 14. Let's go, Mohammed. Well done. Congratulations. Yeah, SPY puts, Devin. Waiting for 616. Damn. Okay. Let's see. I mean, we're failing, right? We're failing. So we're still below resistance. So Virus did the right thing by doubling down on those puts. Yeah. There you go. Yeah. I mean, we have some really nice put volume. So you do, Michelle? Okay, so either way, you'd be okay. And Mohammed, good job on selling this thing, by the way. WFF, good job. Right, no diamond hands at all. No diamond hands there. Yeah, most of these momentum stocks, guys, are just, you know, going up and down, scalps here and there, right? So we're just focused on SPY for now because we want to slap SPY. Left on 100% still, Virus. Okay, sounds good. WFF is halted down. So again, if you took your gains, congratulations. Ready? Scary business. CYN has done a really good job, honestly, holding that $19. Yeah. So for now, as long as it continues to hold, I think the low was 1850. So if it breaks below 1850, then you have a problem. LCFY looks like it's curling nicely as well now, retesting that 940, 950. So if you look to the left there, yeah, that little pivot, it looks like it's destroying it. LCFY. The stock has actually done well today for, you know, for a social media pump, right? It's actually done quite well. It's not bad at all. And the S&P is back up there above the 9. So in the money puts, Michelle? Okay. Yep. The volume will most likely come in if it breaks down or breaks up, right? So just kind of waiting for now, I guess. Just waiting. I think it's just teasing us. Just going back and forth. Yep. No, it looks really good. LCFY looks very, very good. And SPY still looking like it's gonna go one way or the other. Right? There's not a guarantee here. So obviously we're hoping for some slaps, but it's in the middle. So we'll see. BURU is looking okay still, right? Testing 36. Whoever was asking earlier. Exactly. Spikes. Can we just pick a direction? Yeah, exactly. Just chilling in the middle here. Archer, did you close your position already? You did, didn't you? That's why you're looking for that stupid 516, basically. Loca. RCT with a pop. RCT. Come on, SPY. 1465. Okay, yeah, that's nice. Yeah, that's why it's good to get those in the money, and then you can easily just take those gains and move on, right? Yeah, no, that was nice. Very, very, very nice. That thing's like, nope, not today. We're gonna pump it. We are gonna pump it. Archer, no, that's good. That's good. I like that. Because the longer you stay, chances of you getting screwed go way up, right? Even if you're in the right direction. So sometimes when you get these dips like this, just take the money and move on. Take the monies and move on. Okay. Come on already. Yeah, today's been a fairly sus day though. Yeah, that chrono finally closed above for BURU at 35 cents, and it's been looking okay since. Right, so that would have been a really good spot there. CYN looks like they just slapped it, new lows of the day. So as soon as we said it looked okay, they're like, yeah, say that again. Say that again. Say it with your chest. And then SVRE here is testing that demand zone. So if you're pushing, BURU is pushing for that 200 EMA, so 37-ish. 37-ish. So Mondays are 612s. Archer. So here comes that 37 cents. 37 pennies. Let me take a look at RCT here. Yeah, that's a nice push. Supply zone, but still a nice push. A very nice push. Yeah. So yeah, supply zone there though, right? Typical area too. Typical area. Yeah, spy is still, just sitting in the middle there. No decision yet. And here's that 200 EMA for BURU. So just be mindful there if you're still in this, because I know some of you guys are still in this one. ABP just keeps chilling there. ABP. Yeah. Yup. Let's see if it actually does then. See if we actually get a breakout. Or we're just gonna keep playing games. Oh yeah. Oh. That candle looks violent. Violence, Dan. Violence. Jose is smiling now. Yep. Smiling. Market order to get the price, waiting for that pop. Criminal. A criminal. Okay, let's see. Let's see. Actually, let me take a look at this. Are we gonna do it? Oh yeah, here it comes, Dan. Here it comes. Here it comes. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready to accept the violence. What's RCT doing here? Yeah, retesting the 9. So let's see if it stays above $2. And then 230-ish, 240, next area for resistance. Left with YOLO now. YOLOs? Okay, nice virus. Well done. Well done, skis. It definitely wants to break, right? We did a good job holding the bottom of the range there, so it wants to break. It wants to break. Oof, that's a nice pump there. Wow. It's very interesting, actually. I'm looking at something else. 50-minute halt. Yeah. RCT, nice pop there. So let's see if it breaks above that previous high now. See if we can clear that level. RCT, yeah, it's failing at the double top now, so that level needs to break. Let's go, Mo. Well done. Congratulations. Yeah, here it comes. Here it comes. 230, 231. That thing said hello. Hi. Let me pump it. Not quite closing above it yet, obviously, but it looks like the candle will eventually close above. Right? Eventually close above. There it is. There. Yup. 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 So nice little break there for RCT. Very nice break. Oh, for SPY? Yeah, probably. Looks like at this point it's just a matter of time, huh? Before we have to run for the exits, run for the exits. Not quite breaking out yet. Ready? So yeah, so BURU failed at the 200 for now, but it's still sitting right below. And then RCT, yeah. Only issue there is that supply zone. Trump is about to speak. Oh my days. Trump, you just had to do it now. Just now. Don't worry, he's gonna sound very positive too. He's gonna sound so positive. So positive. Okay. Perfect. Here we go. Here we go. Yep. Yep. That candle's gonna close above. Supersize oil output increase. Okay. So we're sitting right on that line now. You're about to get one of those candles. You know one of those candles? One of those candles? Jose wants that thing to cook. Cook. Okay. Let's see. One second. Yep. No, definitely got rid of that. One second. Okay, Spy, send it. Nice highs of the day. Yeah, RCT looks nice. And perfect. Send it. Michelle, this is all Michelle's fault. This is all Michelle's fault. I blame you, Michelle. I blame you. Yeah, those dudes hit my stop loss. This is all Michelle's fault. I am sticking to it. All Michelle's fault. I need to add a brand new position here, though. Mm. Okay, there we go. Wait, that makes no sense. Details. Okay, there we go. Perfect. Too strong, Roger. Too strong. Yeah, too strong. So the perfect time to sell those puts would have been on a retest, which is exactly what Archer did, right? So because that was just a retest of the breakout, basically pre-market high retest, right? Yeah, the markets are way too strong, way too strong. So yeah, say bye bye. Say see you at brand new all time highs, brand new all time highs. Dan, that thing is really just going for that 16, Dan. Just pushing for it. Okay, perfect. Mm-mm-mm. And details. Perfect. Okay. WFF. Yeah, I mean, so if it can stay above $11, pen. Yeah, that looks like another one that's retesting the view up and the 50. Futa for losers. Futa for losers. Yeah, definitely did a losing thing today. Ah, virus. They're gonna send you to jail. That's where you're gonna go. Alrighty, straight to jail. No, I rolled those puts into some insurance instead. Yeah, no public appearance. You better stay home. Yeah, no. Brewer looks good. Finally broke above the 200 bob. Yeah. So some 600s for no. Dan loves violence. Don't listen to Dan. Violence is what Dan wants. Alrighty, Kim. Violence. Yeah, no, RCT did well, right? 268, not a bad pop. And then now it looks like it's retesting there. So let's see if it actually stays above 230 and then go from there. LCFY, that's a really nice push. That was a nasty dip. That thing dipped all the way to the 200 EMA, 740, and then came back to $10. That's a nice pop, actually. It's a really nice pop. There we go. 3, 2, 1, boom skis. Yeah, that thing. Now I hope we keep pumping. Push, 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 push. Yeah, this is the old playlist virus. Old playlist. Some of these songs are just not nice. I think this is why we stopped listening to it. Jose, I mean, when he speaks, we can go either way though. Spy just hit that 616. Woof, 616. Michelle, don't make mistakes. This isn't 660. 16. Not 60, 16. Damn, Spy is strong. My goodness. Sheesh. No, those are closed. Just checking. Yeah, no, those are closed. As soon as we were breaking that resistance, I'm not about to stay out and stay in there and find out what happens. Right. So might as well, Dad. Might as well. Well, you're in them. Oh, you got in them. Oh, yeah. No thanks. No, thank you. Where's the panic sellers at 480? Exactly. Exactly. So this is why we keep saying, like you just have to scale in, right? Just buy the dip skis. Can you imagine 480? Can you imagine selling at 500, 550? The world is ending. There are people out there that sold positions, right? And now they're like, what do I do now? Well, you pray and cry. What you do. Pray and cry. There's nothing else to do. Nothing else to do. 50? Okay. Yeah. You're going to get a retest at some point. I do that a lot. Michelle, when you play with options, sometimes you just have to pray and cry. Please, please, please. When you play with options, part of your strategy has to be praying and crying. Because sometimes these things are not nice to you. And once you hit minus 20%, yeah. Rob, yeah, let's do that. Okay. Let's do 15. Perfect. Yeah, so you can see those 620s, 618s, well, 617s have some nice volume as well. Sheesh, what a strong market. Lane, you're in at 437? Okay. 437. CTOR. 437, not bad. Yeah, it's kind of stalling at 455 here, right? So a little bit of resistance on that right below that SD band, but yeah, not bad. RCT is looking good still. Looking good still. Rob, are you happy now? You happy? Okay, sounds good. Virus, you're done for the day? Okay, sounds good. Catch you in Discord, Virus. Have a wonderful day. Have a good weekend. See you in Discord. Later. Okay. Okay. Yeah, RTC is failing in that supply zone there. Failing in the supply zone. Okay, perfect. CLBR. Yeah, perfect. And now what's SPY doing now? Still right below 616. Yeah. Just break it, break it, break it, break it. It looks like WFF is halted up. Yep. Halted up. Here we go. Yeah, as nice as these things are, it's a little bit annoying how they're so random, you know? Like there's so many of them, like WFF, SVRE, right? INMB, LCFY. There's so many random names. It's usually nice when we can pick like one or two names, you know? And like those names have the momentum. That's why SPY has been the one today. The one. So yeah, waiting for WFF to be on halted now, I guess. Palantir 138 for next Friday. Okay. Next Friday. Let me pull up ASTI. ASTI. That's a really nice pop from the bottom, actually, Martin. Yeah, $2 to 240, and then sitting at the VWAP there now. 240, 250 resistance. 15%, but it's a clean ramp. Yeah. Very nice. CTOR is breaking out there. Lane, are you still in your position? Looks good. It would be nice if that thing just pushed above the supply zone. Trump is speaking now. Oh, okay. Let's see what he does with SPY here. He's gonna say we made a deal, a very big deal, the biggest, the best deal with China, and there's another one coming with the EU. Or he's gonna trash someone. One or two things. You're selling the news, yeah, for your calls. Yeah, not a bad idea, right? Especially if there's 0 DTE, not a bad idea at all. Take those gains. Take the gains, but you're not selling because it's showing signs of weakness, though, because that thing's very strong still. SPY. Sheesh, these criminals set it up perfectly to run with that sell off into the open, and then boom skis, boom skis. Keep going. That was Michelle, probably the accountant lady. Who? Oh, maybe I don't know who that is then. Don't know who that is. 82s. Two. Yeah, put that. That's nice. Michelle. Sure. Yeah, 100. You doubled your monies there, Muchi. So that's nice. It's very nice. No reason to stay in there, and risk him slapping the damn thing back down. So yeah. Choo, 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 choo. Okay. Unveils potential best in class. Blah blah blah. March 11. Okay. How much cash do they have though? I hate when some of these things don't show you the cash. That was 9 days ago. There goes the on halts. WFF $12.40. 1270, 1290. So that little spot right there, right above $13, like 13.10. I think that's going to be where the so right there. So if you're holding this thing, watch that level right there. So really, really close to $13 there. Yeah, RCT. Yep. RCT. So yeah, WFF. Yeah, just watch that little area there. All in 6 still. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, there you go. So yeah, just be careful. Like I said, right? Resistance, right around $13 there. So let's see if it actually breaks out. The only annoying thing is, the spread on this thing. It moves really quickly. So one of those names you want to be in and out, quick, quick, quick. RCC, yeah, it's holding that $2. It's holding the 50 EMA at the bottom there. So the yellow line. The yellow line's been playing out really well lately, hasn't it? It's been working out really, really well. CTOR still looks good. Still looks good. Just has the supplies on there. And then WFF wants to break. That thing said, yeah, I want to break. Yeah, I want to break. And there it goes. There it goes. Yup. Perfect. There you go. Yeah, no, you just have to scalp it and take your monies and run, right? Just like everything else for WFF. Right. So yeah, you just have to be careful when there's that open offering. You just have to be careful because it's coming at some point, and it's a Friday, right? But that's everything else on the list as well for the most part. Take your monies and run. For now, though, it's performing well, right? So there goes 1370, 1380, right? So that thing is looking really good. 1390, right? So It is flying there. Obviously, your next there goes $14, right? So WFF is cooking there, right? So 14, as soon as you get above $14, you just have to be aware of that double top, right? Supply zone double top, you just have to be careful there. And obviously, we're getting a golden candle as well. So again, in and out, take your monies, move on, right? I don't know, spikes. We don't need the chat, being spammed anyways. Uh, for 160 on Nvidia, hopefully it hits very. Yeah. Did you just get into that position now? When does it expire for Nvidia? When does it expire? Because it kind of depends, right? Here comes $14 again for WFF. Yeah, that WFF has done a really good job there, actually. Done a good job. Yeah, you just be aware of the double top, right? That thing's like screw the open offering. We want to pump it so we can drop the offering at a nice price. But I think the spread on this thing now moves really quickly. Speaking, Azul, leaving for work now. Have a great day, Azul. Thank you very much. Have a wonderful day as well. Have a good weekend. See you in Discord later. Alrighty. See you later. So again, that's your main resistance there. That double top for WFF. I think it's like, yup, I want to go there again. So again, just be mindful of the double top there, please. Perfect. Do, 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 do. That thing looks like it's gonna cause violence in this area, isn't it? Violence. Yep. There it comes 1430. 1430. That thing wants violence. Yep. 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 Here it comes. Cooking 1470, 1488. Sheesh. We go in the day. Are we no longer going at night? No, we go in the day. In the day. That's a nice pump. That was a really sweet crossover too, actually. Really sweet. So yeah, just be careful up here, right? We officially hit the double top. If you made some monies, pay yourself, right? So don't play with too much violence there. Very, very nice. So yeah, you can see how we're playing with that resistance there, right? So we're failing at that double top. So this stuff is so predictable. Oh, Winterfell, yeah, exactly. Promise before the offering, exactly, exactly. Yup. CMBM seems to be getting a little bit of unusual volume too. CTOR looks good, so there goes brand new. Well, I mean, not quite the highs yet, but Lane, I know you're in this one, so CMBM seems to be getting some unusual volume here. I mean, unusual volume, but the volume is still light. But yeah, looks interesting though. SPY has just been chilling up there at 616. Might as well push for 620 now, you know? But yeah, so that double top for WFF was definitely a problem. So WFF is like, nope, not done yet, guys, not done yet. Not done yet. There we go, $15. There we go. I want to see where that candle actually ends up closing at though. And then we can go from there. So the high of the day is $15.15 for now, which we just hit, right? So, but that candle is still playing games in that same range. Still playing games in that range. So definitely a good spot to be taking some profits or moving your stop losses up, you know, stuff like that, right? Definitely a good spot. And until we actually close above it. Which it kind of looks like it wants to. Here we go. We're about to make brand new highs of the day. Yup, brand new highs of the day. Brand new highs. So let's see. Yeah, because I don't think we ran in pre-market, right? So it would be nice to actually close above the entire supply area. I always forget that it's Friday, you know, so we can hop off and go back to Discord. Let's give it a bit, and then we'll go back to Discord and go continue streaming. Alrighty. So we will hop off in a bit and go back to Discord. So again, don't forget to smash the like, guys, if you haven't already, please and thank you. Smash that subscribe if you haven't already. And if you're not a member yet and you want to join us in Discord when we do hop off, click the link at the bottom of the chat there from Nightbot. Sign up for the legend level and come join us. 1684 all-time highs. Yeah. Yes. 320 to 1684. It's a nice range. A very nice range. Okay, perfect. JLHL, yes, you're playing with that? Sounds good. Sounds good. Yeah, so that supply zone there is a bit of a problem, right? For WFF. And then RCT is consolidating and still holding that 50 EMA, so that's a good thing. right? So bottom of the range, almost around $2 there. It's holding. So yeah, so it looks like your two most important levels here, 250 and then all the way to 270 for RCT there. Nice little bounce. CTR has done really well though, right? CTR is approaching that double top from early this morning. I wonder if Lane is still in this position. Lane, you still in this position? Yeah, exactly. Off the VWAPs. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, you just have that resistance at 480, 490. So top of the supply is on top of the actual resistance. The S&P just popped back up. Dips enough for put for SPY. SPY will undress you and say hello, hello. That last 500 has been impossible. Yeah, I wonder if it's a mental block or if it's actually a thing, Michelle. You're really close though. You should be very, very proud. Very proud. Very proud. So Michelle took an account, guys. What did Michelle start with? Let's say like around $5,000, right? $5,000 to 25K almost in less than 2 months, right? So she's definitely cooked hard, right? So that's been amazing. Yeah, weeks. Yeah, you're right there, right there. There goes CTOR pushing for that 490. Yeah, you get it, Michelle. You get it. Yeah, 7K to 24.5. Yeah, that's beautiful. In like 2 months, right? So that's very nice. So the goal is to get rid of that PDT and that margin, which really isn't that important anymore. But you know, not that important anymore. Yeah, you get there. You get there, Michelle. You will get there. Yeah, WFF really failed in that supply zone. So let's see if you get a cup and handle because that's maybe what it's looking to do, cup and handle. So we'll see. Here goes brand new highs. 2 pennies away from new highs of the day for a CTOR here. There it is. So brand new highs of the day. Oh yeah, perfect. Yep. Did you sell your position? Oh, Lane, you might have sold that position. Pray. MACD stop loss. Yeah. There you go. CTR is flying there. Flying. But now I trade 515. So would you take profit if it went my way? Archer, yeah, I would. Damn. CTR is like, you know what, guys? You know what? We just hit escape velocity. Sheesh. Sheesh. That thing said, I break, I go boom skis. Damn. Congratulations if you're holding this one, guys. Congrats, congrats. It's a very nice push. Very, very, very nice push. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. There goes $5.50, guys. That thing is flying. Sheesh. 570. That thing just hit escape and it said boom skis. Type yes in the chat if you're holding CTOR. That's a fire push. My goodness. uh, there we go. Very, very nice. 350. Yes in the chat. I like it. Well done. Congratulations. Yeah, that was a really good breakout. It's a really, really good breakout. Aggressive. Very, very, very aggressive. So good job. Uh, okay. Well done. And when something moves up like that quickly, you almost need to take gains, right? Like 670, 570, right? And then back to $5. Because that thing is going to be wild. Wild. Other than that, RCT is still just chilling in that same range, supply demand, right? And then WFF probably is the one, like we mentioned, cup and handle, right? So it kind of looks like a cup and handle now, doesn't it? So it still needs to break out though. So again, this one is definitely still on watch. So they do the offering. The S&P just made brand new all-time highs, guys. Brand new all-time highs. My days. Sheesh. Wow. 616. My goodness. Uh, July. Okay. Sounds good. Perfect. 200 away. Oh, then it went the opposite way. You shouldn't have said anything. Just celebrate, when it hits. Look at that nasty drop and halt it down, right? No greediness on these plays. Not today, guys. Not today. CTOR slapped, halted down. That thing just lost $1 and halted down. So trade deadlines, we made a deal with China and others. Okay, yeah. Oh, that's why the market popped like that, yeah. I mean, if they've made deals with China, nobody else really has a bargaining chip, At that point, you fall in line, or what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? If China and the EU come to the table, there's nobody else. You better come to the table and make your deal. I think Canada is next, maybe. Canada. Anyways, WFF is still on the watch list, right? At least. So cup and handle there forming on this one. So until that thing fails at that supply zone again, yeah. Uh, yup. Here we go. Here we go. Why don't they? Anyone any deals with who? Have a good weekend, Troy. See you in Discord. See you in Discord. Looking good. Oh wow, INMB just announced an offering. This is why you cannot look at these companies and look at like you just can't, right? You can never look at the company and say, "Oh, the news is amazing," because they're gonna punish you for it. You know, you can't do that. You just can't. So, yeah. The reason I'm saying that is because I got a DM today, right, saying, "Oh, this news is amazing, amazing, amazing," right? So, and then yeah, the news might be amazing, but to me, it doesn't matter if it's a pharmaceutical company, especially if it's a pharmaceutical company. Yeah, you can't sit in there because they will punish you for believing in them. Right? Look at that. Yep, halted down, slapped. I mean, honestly, this thing looked garbage, anyways, right? Like it already hit resistance. It had a nice run. This thing looked horrible before the offering came through. So no one should still be in this position. Exactly, Sky. Scalp the damn thing and move on. Spy just had a nice little drop as well. Scalp and move on. Scalp and move on. Can I change it? What do you mean change, coach? Uh, let's. Okay, sounds good. Input stop loss now. We need to. Okay, sounds good, Mark. We will work on that. We will work on that. Yeah, WFF looks like it wants to. July 1st is Canada Day, by the way. So for those of you haters that don't celebrate Canada's Day, Michelle and Dan, CTOR is on halted. So let's see if it stays above 490. Right? 490 was that previous high. So basically just a retest. So mm, so now so it looks like we're retesting 490 and holding for now. Okay, perfect. Canada sucks. No, Canada Day, July 1st. Oh, Canada. You know what's crazy is, well, I mean, the market's open on Canada on, yeah. I think the market should be closed on Canada's Day, you know? Markets should be closed. It's only fair. If we're going to close the market for July 4th, who am I kidding? Who am I kidding? So look, yeah, CTOR is still holding that level. Does that mean anyone who bought is yes. Hangout general? Okay, let's take a look. Real men trade stocks. I like it. There you go. Potentially, yeah. If it's testing that area and holding, yeah, potentially Winterfell. Yeah, the offering, yeah, yeah. No, I don't really care. I like Americans. I like Canadians. I like European people. I like Australian people. Yeah, unhalted. Okay, sounds good. Yeah. I think we just because I know you guys are sassy about Canada, so that's the only reason I bring it up. Uh, CLBR. It's a sign. It's a sign. DP. It's a sign. It's a sign. INMB. Huh. Yeah. So $7 at the lows, and then boom skis immediately to $8. Winterfell. Solid bounce. Really good bounce actually. More of a gamble at that point though. Kind of guessing. Yeah. Yeah, Peter, that's really you guys want to see new Peter merch? I need to get some more stuff. I mean, we did ask for more Hot Trades merch. Yeah, I like the new stuff at the bottom. I like the new stuff at the bottom. Some of this, yeah. Where's the new stuff? Did he not add it? Okay, yeah, this stuff. I like it. I like it. I'm gonna be wearing Hot Trades merch everywhere I go now. Everywhere. Everywhere you see me, I'm gonna be wearing Hot Trades merch. What does that say? What does that say on it? Varsity Club? Legendary criminals. Legendary criminals. Yeah, I like it. I like it. Yeah. It's nice how like you have a variety of like options, for like color wise. Yeah. I mean, black is yeah. There we go, guys. WFF. Yup. That actually played out really nicely with the cup and handle. Like perfection. Perfect. That was actually perfect for WFF. Right? So double top, cup and handle, breakout, boom skis, all time highs. Type yes in the chat if you're still holding a WFF. Type yes in the chat if you're still holding this one. 1682. Yeah, INMB is going for that 630, isn't it? Winterfell. Yeah. So, yup. SPY still looking good, which is nice. And then WFF is still halted here. Obviously, let's give it about 5 more minutes, or just give it for the on. See what happens with the on halt, and then RCT. Yeah, RCT is testing that top again, actually breaking the top. Yeah, that's a really nice pop. So again, that 270 is 270 wall, right? So 270 double top. So yeah, just be mindful up there. It's gonna need to clear that level and actually close above it. Break and close. Breaking close. I'm gonna unlock the Legends Voice channel though, so we can whenever we're ready, we're just gonna go back in there. Not quite yet, but that's where we're gonna go. Whenever we get up the stream here. So be ready, be ready, be ready. Be ready. Born ready. Let's go, Shiva. Let's go. Yeah. So I'm waiting to see what WFF on holds at, and then go from there. Alrighty, and then obviously again RCT is sitting right below that 270 resistance, so it needs to break above that. That Jimmy, that's a really good scalp. Well done. 150 to 280 is very nice. Next leg for SPY, it looks like it's coming. There you go. Brand new all-time highs for the S&P, guys. We might as well just push to that 660, Just make sure we actually hit 660 after the 4th. So get to 659. Yeah. So next Friday is a holiday, guys. Just in case if you didn't know, July 4th. So yeah, that's next Friday. So next week we have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then it's a long weekend. So start planning your little vacations, WFF, guys, brand new all-time highs, $19. That thing flew. That thing said, hello, bye-bye. Bye-bye. 1890 and halted. So WFF is like, okay, you know what? Yeah, Winterfell. Yep, exactly. Exactly. So yes, they have an open offering, and all that stuff. But as long as the stock is performing, because it's actually performed well, right? As long as the stock is performing, as long as it's performing. So as long as it's performing, CTOR, yeah, nice, a little bit of a curl here. Little bit of a curl there. WFF. And then we have and then okay, perfect. Don't forget to smash our like, guys, if you haven't already, please and thank you. CLBR is still creeping up there nicely. So almost back to the highs of the day, which is good. So it would be nice to get back about $15 there, CLBR, and hold it. Break and hold. $5K profit for Jimmy, $5,000 in profits, guys. Oof. That is a sweet scalp. That's the only way to end the week. Yeah, let's go. I mean, the morning was a bit sus, right? The morning was a little bit slow, but definitely picking up now, which is perfect. Definitely picking up, which is perfect. So let's keep sending it. Keep sending it. Uh, perfect. Unusual. I like it. Okay, give us an on halt. We're ready. Give us that 5-minute on halt when to fell. Not the 10-minute on halt. We need the 5-minute one. RCT is looking good. So RCT is testing that resistance again. So 270. Test, test, test. Test, test, test. You're back in a 510 lane? Okay. Did you sell that position before the run? You did, didn't you? Okay, well, let's see if we can stay above $5 there then. RCT is looking like it's going to close above 570 this time. INMB, guys, that looks ugly. Look at that. Ugly. Nasty. That thing just lost all the gains. 34. Okay, perfect. That thing lost all the gains, guys. All of it. Waiting period. Perfect. Love it. Good. So there we go. Okay, back to this one's about to on hold. So let's see. Let's see. 3, 2, 1. Boom skis. There it is. So on hold at $18. And back to 1740. Those initial halt candles are usually a bit chaotic. Always a little bit difficult to navigate, especially if the stock has had a good run already, you know. So current high is 1891, all-time highs there. 1891. It's back to $18. The spread is definitely interesting on when it's moving really quickly. 1840, 1850, 1870. Here comes new highs, $19, guys. New all-time highs again. Again. $19. I mean, might as well just touch, $20, right? EYAN, yeah. Might as well just go for $20, right? Are we asking for too much? Don't think so, right? Shit, that thing's a monster. But this thing looked good though. Looked good from the bottom there. Looked very good, right? So, and that dip right there wasn't really a dip. It was more of a cup and handle creation. So you just want to be careful. The closer you get to $20, alrighty. Just be careful closer to 20 there. You made $30. Okay, good lane. Slow and steady, right? Slowly add to that account. Slow and steady. Okay. 1970, 1990, $20. Yup. Brand new highs. Yup. That thing is flying. Yup. 121. Oh, here it is. Here it is. Beautiful. And it's actually halted up at $20.75. WFF. Yup, it's gone. Halted up again. Anybody else FOMO? Any new positions? Let's go. 200%. 75 last night. DP, I'm glad you did too. Otherwise, you'd be dealing with some violence right now, right? Yeah, a great dip incoming, of course. You mean for this stock, Matt? Eventually, yeah. They have an open offering. They don't make money, right? So eventually, they're gonna have to do it. Eventually, RCT said, "Hey guys, thank you, brand new highs." So that looks very, very good as well. RCT, yep. So now we're testing the top of the supply zone there. Looks like it's gonna break. There it is. Testing. And broken. Yep, and there it goes. Not after, I don't think, Michelle. Did you do it? Is that why you're asking? Take it. Yeah, if you think it's gonna go back down, and yeah, take it. You're over 25 now. What are they gonna do? There's literally nothing they can do. It's close. You're closer. Okay, so closer than 200 then. So yeah, if you get over 25, I'm pretty sure you can take it. You might not even get a warning at that point. You might not even get a warning at that point. 42.24. Thank you, Winterfell. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, SPY keeps going back and forth there, Jose. So you might not get that next push. And then obviously we're waiting for the on halt here. You sold at 1350. Dang, you never got back in. I'm quite surprised you never got back in, actually, DP, because you're usually very good at getting back in. Right? The problem is never selling a position. There's nothing wrong with ever selling a position too early, right? But there are always other opportunities, right, to get back in. I bet you sold on the way up here and then it crashed, but you just never got back in. And then the breakouts were quite nice on this. Quite nice breakouts. Let's go, BLK. Welcome back. Welcome back, BLK. Welcome back. Yeah, don't forget to smash a like, guys. We're gonna hop off in a few minutes, like 10 minutes or so. We're gonna hop off. And go stream in Discord. Alrighty. So if you want to join us in Discord, become a member. So smash a like, hit that subscribe if you're new, and if you want to join us in Discord, click the link at the bottom of the chat there from Nightbot. Alrighty. Sign up for the level that says Legend and come join us. Matt, probably not a good idea. Maybe. Alrighty. So yeah, click the link at the bottom of the chat. Come join us in Discord, and we'll continue streaming in Discord. So RCT is looking sweet, right? And then obviously WFF is halted up. Halted up. You out too soon, Sky? I mean, you're still sitting at the same price, so I think you're okay. I think you are A-okay. There goes 316 now. 42. Yeah, let me go back. WFF should be getting another on halt here. So one more on halt, and then we're going to continue in Discord. Martin, we're still waiting for you to come join us. When, Martin? When, Martin? I think they might have Winterfell. I think they might have moved it. Yeah. Famous gamers, come join us in Discord. Sky is like, I don't know how to use Discord, and the Sky is a criminal. Sky, come join us. Matt, come join us. Click the link at the bottom of the chat. Sign up for Legend. Come join us in Discord. We're gonna hop off in a few minutes and go continue streaming in Discord. Yeah, 47. Yeah. Let's go. VLK, you're home. You're home. Let's go. Welcome back. You should have the link already, or you should have the channel, right? So just follow the steps and reconnect. You should be good to go. Is on the first? Sure, Matt. Yeah, sounds good. It doesn't really matter though, right? So your membership, your membership doesn't necessarily it doesn't go by, it goes by days, right? So your member, if you sign up before the first, like if you sign up before the first, your membership isn't gonna renew. Yeah, already. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Martin, what's your Discord username? Is that the one that says like I lost something? Are you the one who sends me that stuff? Like lost files or something? Is that you, Martin? Yeah, Matt, come join us. Yeah, this thing is still looking ugly, even though it's consolidating a little bit around $596. Still a little bit sus. SPY is looking like it needs a break. Like it needs a break, and then obviously we're waiting for the on halt here. RCT looks really, really good. Made brand new highs there. So congratulations if you got in on the breakout for this one. Congratulations if you got in on this one. There you go. RCT looking good. There it goes. Sheesh, RCT is cooking there. Cooking RCT. Yes. Yeah. I think my first one-on-one is later today. Later today. RCT said, "Let me cook. Let me cook. Let me cook. Let me cook." Yeah, that's a nice run there. Yi. Good consolidation of $2 though, right? Really good consolidation of $2 and boom skis. That thing is still flying. It is just cooking. Some of these stocks, like as soon as they break resistance, they just go. They just go. There's 380, 390. My goodness, RCT. Shish. Some of these stocks today. Why didn't we start the day off like this today? Why did we have to start so slow? WFF is unhalted, by the way, as well. That thing is just cooking there too. $23. Again, pay yourself on the way up, please. Pay yourself on the way up, please, 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 please. What a day. Yeah, Martin, go to Stock General. Go to Stock General Legend. That's where we're at. Stock General Legend. Yeah. So nice push there, and then RTC with a bit of a dip. Yeah, you really could have, Jimmy. Yep. 310, 380. Well done, Jaden. Well done. I like it. I like when Jaden makes money, You know why? Just so we can do this.
Jaden has $1 bill, 1 quarter, and 2 pennies. How much money does he have? Jaden broke.
Jaden is not broke, guys. Jaden broke no more. Let's go, Jaden. I like it. Yoda, see you later. Have a wonderful weekend. Alrighty. Um, so again, let me know if you have any last questions, guys, and then we're gonna hop up and continue in Discord. Again, smash the like, hit that subscribe if you're new, and if you want to join us in Discord, click the link at the bottom of the chat there from Nightbot. Alrighty, and sign up for Legend. If you do become a member over the weekend or whenever, your invite for Discord is going to be under the community section, or just send me an email, hottradesx@gmail. Alrighty, so let me know if you have any last questions, and let me know. Alrighty. You're swinging it, Jay? SMCI? Sure, of course. Yeah, SPY looks like SPY is looking a bit sussy there. SMCI. Swing play. A little bit of redness today. That thing's had a really good run though. I think you might have just hit $50 and it's a psychological level, Jay, right? So it's just a mental block at $50. That's a really nice pump. Yeah. Same level from way back when on the left hand side there too. So yeah, I'm not sure where your position is though, Jay, but yeah, $50 is solid resistance there. In terms of like a retest, you're basically looking for 47. So watch 47 for your support. Alrighty, 47. Perfect. Alrighty, we're gonna leave it here for the day, guys. We're gonna hop off and go continue streaming in Legend Voice. Alrighty, let me take a look at CYN before I go. So again, come join us. It's taking a sweet time to load. I don't know why. Yeah. I think if I was interested in CYN, I'd be waiting for the double bottom. Alrighty, I'd be waiting for $15 ish, 15.20, or I would wait for this actual wall here to break. Alrighty, so I'd be waiting for retest and curl up this bottom here. I'd be waiting for this level that it looks like it's having a hard time at. It needs to clear that level. So it's kind of like 17.20 versus 15.20. Yeah. WFF is halted up again. Let's go, Spikes. Well done. Congratulations on the gains today. Wonderful week, by the way. Good job. So see you guys in Discord. Alrighty. Bye, guys. RCT is flying there now too, right? What a way to end the day. What a way to end the day, guys. Absolute beast. Shish. Yep. That breakout was all the way down at 260, 270, right? 270. 270, boom skis to $4.40. Gone. What a week, ye. What a week. Yeah, let's just keep cooking. Keep cooking. Alrighty, y'all. Again, we're just gonna hop off and continue streaming in Discord. So I'll see you guys there. Alrighty, smash a like before you go. Much love, all. Bye, guys. Bye.